and I'm going to leave it like that. My name is Arcadio Santana, and this is Fathers Are Important. Fathers Are Important is a live podcast show for all fathers to come out and let their voice be heard and let everyone know why fathers are important. This page is also for everyone to understand, such as fathers as well, that may be looked at as society as deadbeat fathers, inactive fathers, or however you want to call it. But this page is also to help fathers understand why fathers are important. There may be some fathers that may be inactive from a child's life, not wanting to be in the child's life, their children or whatever. And maybe I'm hoping that with this page, this podcast being here, I'm hoping that they can sit back and say, you know what, let me come back in my son's life. Let me come back in my daughter's life. Because at the end of the day, it takes two human beings to create a life, not one. Mothers are more than welcome to come on here as well and share their thoughts from a woman perspective on why they feel fathers are important. So let's start the show off right now with the first person we have on here from New Jersey, coming up right now.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, I can hear you.
How you doing? I know who you are, but why don't you tell us your name and where you're from?
All right. Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Wayne Clark. I'm from New Jersey. I'm a former world-class professional basketball player, and now I'm a USA pro boxer and chess boxer.
Okay.
I'm also a proud father of two daughters that currently live out of state. My daughters, Haley, Kaylin, and Riley Elizabeth. My oldest, who just turned 14 last Saturday, and my youngest, who is on her way to being 13 in July.
Okay. So, thank you for sharing a brief history with us about you. Let's start the show off. Tell us why you feel fathers are important, and if you have any experience with parental alienation, please share it with us. The spotlight's on you.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't even know where to begin, given all the recent events that have been going on in the world today. As a father, as a black father, I'm truly disgusted, and I'm starting to think that all the talking in the world, well, I already knew this, talking wasn't the answer, not from black men. I mean, you got everybody, and the reason why I'm starting off this way is because when you're talking about fathers, all these men that have died this year, these black men, whether it be, by fate or by murder, have been mostly black men. I mean, from Kobe Bryant, just you got George Floyd last week. You got
sad way to start off the year.
Black men that are dying. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you repeat what you were saying about Kobe briefly?
Well, the year started off with that. Another good father. His man was perfect. He did the best he could. He had a beautiful family, and that'll never be the same again. But
absolutely,
where I'm at with all this is where I'm disgusted as a black father is, you had for the longest black women bashing black men, bashing us, whether it's on the internet, whether it's through feminism, whatever they decide to do, whether it's through the legal system, when they don't get their way, the same white cops that they're out here rallying against, they'll call and use against us. Okay? They call, the family court system, those white judges, they'll run and use that leverage against us. They'll abuse that power. Yet these are the same black women that is out here. All of a sudden now, black man gets killed, and now you care. Now, the messages that I've gotten since this has happened from black women, it's repulsive. It's repulsive because I've seen some of these same black women, I've heard them throughout the years, just tear black men down. And either you're a deadbeat dad, they don't want to do nothing, either you're a broke man, you this, you that, you're a cheat, you this, or you're a man that has it all together and you don't want to surrender to what they deem is appropriate. So either way, you're damned if you do it, you're damned if you don't. But all of a sudden a black man dies. And oh man, here we go, Black Lives Matter, black men matter. No, you're all a bunch of opportunists.
Hypocrite.
I don't hypocrite. I could care less if you like me or not. I'm not here to get likes. I'm not here to get likes on my page. I don't need followers. I don't give a damn. I'm telling it like it is. You don't like it, you leave. Black women have been nothing but opportunists. And they've helped that white man out, from Gayle King to Oprah Winfrey to what they did. I mean, Kobe wasn't even lukewarm in his grave yet. And this woman is on worldwide television trying to tear down this man's legacy with Lisa Leslie. I'm repulsed with black women.
Sad.
No, real. I'm staying away from the
Sad.
emotional. It's real. It's our reality. See, with black men, but here's why I'm here today. What black fathers have to realize, at this point, this is what it is. Black women, garbage. This is what they're going to do. And then let me tell you something right now. Let me nip it, because I know all the tactics women like to use. Oh, you're angry. Oh, you're mad. Oh, you're bitter. None of the above. No, I'm wise and I pay attention. I watch social media. I read the newspaper. I watch CNN. I see the current events.
Or if you don't mind me adding into it, there's some women that would be out there saying, "Oh, your father's a deadbeat, and I take care of you, and he don't give me no money for you."
Absolutely.
But the receipts tell different.
The receipts always tell different, And not only that, I mean, I'm trying to stay focused on one thing here, but the bottom line is that these black women are nothing but opportunities. I seen one post where a black woman is standing out in front of her house with all these rifles, and she's like, "I have to protect my black son." No, if that's the case, if you love and care for your son so much, then that's something you should post every day. You don't love somebody just because a black man dies. Now all of a sudden your son matters. No, it was about her promoting the National African American Rifle Association in Atlanta, Georgia. This is what women are doing. They're taking advantage of these opportunities. And not just black women. I'm starting with black women. But obviously white women are doing it too. If you look in the media, this, I don't even know her damn name, this white woman, what she said to LeBron James on Fox TV was just repulsive. And I posted it on my page. Another opportunist trying to be heard, trying to make herself relevant. And a lot of people are understanding this trend now. A lot of people are talking. And if you notice, all these people that are talking aren't black men. The victim here is black men, but you see how bad white women want to be the victim. You see how bad black women want to be the victim, because they're so used to playing the victim and having that victim card, right? If a black man could be shot and killed, it doesn't matter. How can I be the victim? How can I put the attention on me? It's not about you. Your people, white women aren't laying up in the street dead right now. Yes, there was a black woman shot and killed. I'm not saying that there wasn't. But if we look at things statistically, since the days of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, since slavery, it's been black men. Because we're feared the most. So, and again, I'm not here looking for people to agree, to lie. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to speak my mind. I'm here to be blunt. As a black alpha, I don't give a damn if you like me. I don't give a damn what you have to say about me. Let me tell you something. As great as Jesus Christ it was and is to this day, they spit at him, they beat him, they threw stones at him, and guess what? Now you bow and pray to him. So you know what? I could give a damn what anyone has to say. And like I always say, if you don't like it, split. As a black man, I'm almost going to get this off my spirit. As a black man, as a black father, watching these black fathers get murdered, and it's not going to resonate until you see yourself in that position, until you see that consistently happening to a black mother. Then all of a sudden, here we come, kumbaya. And then you're going to expect everyone to follow along with you. And if you don't, then you don't care. You're this, you're that. But right now, this issue is about a black man that was murdered. The world didn't come together before that. You've never seen this before. You've never in history of human beings, as great as the whole thing with Martin Luther King was, you didn't see this. You didn't see this in Selma. You've seen a lot of people protesting, but you didn't see the world doing what the world is doing right now. And it's not because of a black woman. And I don't care who doesn't like it. It's because of a black man being killed over and over and over again. And you know who jumped on that bandwagon? Black mothers, black women, white women.
Speaking about women, because I remember the last time you were on this show. As a matter of fact, I see just a few people that have just now tuned in. Can you let everybody know your name and where you're from once again?
My name is Wayne Clark, former world-class professional basketball player. I'm all over Google as Wayne Above and Beyond Clark, Wayne Rare Air Clark, former Harlem Globetrotter, now professional boxer. I'm live in New Jersey, and I'm here speaking the truth. And that's just as simple as that. Real men don't bite their tongue. Real men ain't afraid to bite their tongue either.
Absolutely. I remember when you were on the show once before. You mentioned briefly about how you would alienate it from
Yeah,
your
and
kids.
I'll give you a perfect example about that. So this past Saturday, and this is exactly what I mean. This is exactly what I'm talking about right now. This past Saturday,
Please share that with us.
yeah, this last Saturday, my oldest daughter, Haley, just turned 14,
Happy
and
happy birthday.
thank
Happy
you,
belated birthday to her.
thank you very much. And so,
Everyone, please wish his daughter a happy belated birthday.
well, they do,
Continue.
they do, they don't. But but anyway, the last time I heard from my daughter was the day that Kobe Bryant died, and that was on Sunday. I believe that was January 26th, 4 days before my birthday. And I say that to say this: my kid's mother is constantly putting toxic thoughts in my kid's head. And I see it. Even my older sister said it. You know, it's to the point now where my daughters see their father as a utility. The only time dad matters is when he's spending money on us. I have not
So I'm
heard.
assuming I'm assuming she want your kids to hate you.
Yes, absolutely. No, 100%. Because she's an extremely bitter person. She's not a U.S. citizen. She's dealing with a lot of stuff illegally with that right now. I mean, she
See,
ever
that sounds familiar.
yeah, ever since I cut her ass loose, because at the time I was playing professional basketball when when she had my kids, when we had our kids, and she felt like I had all this freedom. Like, no, it's not freedom. I got to, in order for you to live in that condo, in order for you not to have to work every day, I got to do what I got to do. You ain't complaining when the money's coming in. You're not complaining when you're not paying bills. Then shut up and don't complain now. But this was always one of those women that always had something to complain about, that was always bitter. No matter how good you were, no matter if all the bills was paid and you didn't have to work, it was never enough, and it'll never be enough. And that's when I had to learn. God took me through that whole thing where I had to learn the hard way, the true, what was really behind the doors and what's really going on in the minds of most of these black women and women in general, and how they plot, plan, and strategize. So
And
anyway,
there's a lot of women that are like that. Just
yes, oh
just for
yeah,
me to
absolutely,
share thoughts,
100%, 100%.
just for me to share thoughts on that. One of my close friends is dealing with a situation. No need to mention his name. But he's dealing with a situation like that as well. At the fact that um his son's mother is completely, and I mean completely, a narcissist
Yeah,
and deliberately wanting his son to grow up and hate him.
yeah.
It's sad.
Well,
It's sad.
yeah, 90% of them are narcissistic, and that's because of the way the system has it set up for them. It's like for example, you give a person power doesn't mean they have to abuse it, but at 9 times out of 10, women are going to take it and run with it because it's too
Hmm.
enticing, it's too intriguing, and the system wants you to, because that's how they stay in making money and making billions of dollars each one of these states, right?
Hmm.
But anyway, the story about my daughters, I hadn't heard from my daughters January, February, March, April. My daughter's birthday is May 30th. 5 months.
Hmm.
And during this time, I'm saying, damn, well, this is what you always knew, Wayne. Your daughters are never going to call. And I told my, I bought them both brand new phones. And I told them, all I ask for you to do, once a week, this ain't got nothing to do with your mother, your grandmother, none of that. Once a week, just send your father a text. You ain't even got to call me. I know, Dad,
Let me know you're doing good.
yeah, kids think, they're teenagers, they're going to do that, dads are corny and all that, yes, but a simple text message, hello, Dad, that's all I ask for from my kids. I can't even get that. And guess what? My kids' child support is there on time. They don't ever, the mother never has to look for anything. I pay for all my kids' health benefits, their dental benefits, their vision. I pay. Child support is there. I send their mother money every month on time paid. Not one dime has been late, so help me God. And I
And she's
can't
still
and
complaining.
I can't get my own children to send their father a fucking text message. Listen to what I'm saying, not a phone call, a damn text message. Hi, Dad. And that's because of the manipulation, the manipulative people, their mother, even my mother. It's like I said, it's deep, bro. I mean, my story is, whew, man, you have no idea. It. They have so much toxicness around them that I've already released them onto God. Like, I'm in a place of my life now where I have peace. I went through that whole phase in 2018 when I was flying back and forth to Atlanta every 2 weeks, spending thousands of dollars, had to fire two lawyers, and both of them were crooked, had to go through all that hell and crying, being depressed, drinking. Like, wait, I had to wait. You got to love yourself first, and that's where I want to get to. That's the bottom line of all this today. But let me just finish the story. So, week before my daughter's birthday, and keep in mind, I haven't heard from her. I text her mom. I said, listen, have Haley call me because I'd like to know what she wants for her birthday. Sure enough, next day, I get a phone call from my daughter. And I said, listen, I'm a little disappointed in you. You say you're a teenager now, so I'm going to treat you like that. I'm your father, and regardless of what's said about me, I'm still your father, and it'd be nice if I got a text message or something. And, she didn't say anything. And usually when they're talking to me, their mother's in the background, and I can kind of hear her whispering and saying stuff. Anyway, I asked her, I said, what do you want for your birthday? She wanted this Nintendo Switch. Of course, it's something that I could afford, plus May 30th, I had to send them the child support money. But I took time to really think about it. And I said, this isn't about the money. It's not about me wanting to give my daughter everything she wants. It's about me loving and respecting myself and knowing the love and respect that I deserve. And men having to get back to being men again and not being portals or being utilities for women, even your own children. And that's where it gets deep. Some men can handle that. Some men can't. But I'm speaking to the strong men. I'm speaking to the real men right now. Okay? If you're a father, you taking care of your kids, you providing for them, you taking care of their health benefits and everything, the least your child can do is acknowledge you. And when your own child doesn't acknowledge you, there's a big problem. And so as the week went on, I said, nah, you know what? I'm not giving my daughter no damn Nintendo Switch, whatever the hell that was. When I sent their mother child support, I sent her $100, and that was even a lie. Because I was told from some, that's even a lie. I should have sent only 50. But my point was, step by step, little by little, I'm going to start doing less and less and less and less because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. The child support's there, the health benefits, and everything's paid. You can't acknowledge your father. I'm going to start holding my daughter accountable now. And you know what? I've already given it to God. So if my children never want to talk to me again, I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that. I'm at peace. I'm at peace because it took me some time, and this is who I really want to talk to right now. I want to talk to all the men. I definitely want to talk to all the black men because we take a different type of beat. I'm not saying that.
And I was just getting ready to get to that about the advice. If you could give any new
we getting there right now.
Or any new fathers or fathers that may be still going through situations similar to yours.
100%.
What advice can you get? What's the best advice can you give them?
And please let me make this clear. Whether you're white or black doesn't mean that black people have more problems than white or this. It's just that they're different. Okay, the black community, I want my white brothers to understand this because I got a lot of white friends. The black community and the white community is different. All right, the black community, I see the white community, but I'm not white. I'm not in the white community, so I can't really speak in that perspective. But what I can tell you about the black community, black women seek to destroy black men. From Bill Cosby on down, they're out for blood. And that's why I don't buy none of this bullshit about all this damn Black Lives Matter. I don't want to hear nothing a black woman has to say. And trust me, they done got mad, they done called. I don't give a good goddamn. But what I would say is it's time as men that we get back to ourselves. Now I was watching. Let me say this. I was watching last week, and I had to cut out due to time restraints with clients. But I was watching last week, and there was a gentleman on here, and we get on these podcasts, and we get on these on his social media, and we cry. But we got to get back to being masculine. Do you gentlemen know what I mean when I say that? What I mean when I say that is, fuck these women, fuck this system and everybody. The Bible says, "Let us make man in our image." He didn't speak about woman until the page was turned. And when he spoke about woman, he said, I will take her from your right hand as a helper to help you till the earth. Not as someone to command you, not as someone to belittle you, not as someone to try and destroy you and bring you down through family court or by using racist white cops. I hope I'm resonating with somebody out there right now.
I want to say something to everyone that's watching this. If you can feel the passion that Wayne Clark is talking about right now. And if you see the realness with what he's saying, I ask every single one of you right now on here to send the fire emoji symbol in respect for this man right here.
If they do, they do. They don't, they don't.
Nah,
Yeah. But that's me, bro. I don't get attached to nothing. I'm smarter than that.
nah, I ask everyone on here to send the fire symbol in respect for this man right here. But my question to you is, could I have someone else that's going to be on here
No,
shortly?
I'm getting ready to close in a second. Yeah, I'm getting ready to close. I'm getting ready, yeah, because I don't want to take up any more time.
My question to you is, if you could change the constitutional right, I forgot exactly the number of the amendment. I think it was the 14th Amendment, but I got to double check again. But if you could change the constitutional amendment for all fathers, what would it be?
All women held accountable. Equality. Women being held accountable. Women being
50,
equally held accountable. Because I guarantee you, if that were the case, a good 60 or 70%, probably more, would be behind bars right now. And you know what? These women at night, when they go to bed, when they look themselves in the mirror, and those ghosts and those voices are talking into that side of that skull, you know it. You know who you are. You know where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say this, and I'm done, because I know I don't want to take up any. I know there's plenty of people that
No, it's okay. It's okay.
but I want to say this, gentlemen. Timothy 2 verse 12, and only real ladies. Notice I differentiate from women to ladies. Ladies do not get offended when real alpha men speak. You know why? Because they don't resonate with that. Because a real lady will support an alpha male. She'll support a man of God. And she'll stand behind them. Women that aren't of God will belittle and try to tear you down because they want power. It's the oldest story in the book, goes back to Genesis with Adam and Eve. God was telling us this years ago.
I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to let everybody know, if you have any brief questions that you might want to ask Wayne before I let him go, please type below the questions you might want to ask him or anything. But everyone, please ask any questions you might want to ask him.
Timothy 2 verse 12. I do not permit a woman to argue with a man. A woman. There's a difference between women and ladies. I respect ladies. Ladies don't act like women. There's a difference. And I'm guaranteeing you, women get offended by this type of language. Why? Because they resonate with what men like myself say. Men that don't give a damn about them, that ain't afraid of them or afraid of the consequences. I'll die as a king. I'll go out on my shield. And I know right now, even with all this that's going on in this world, I'm ready to face cops. That's how gangsta I am. I practice the black hand. I practice Wing Chun. I fight, and I fight to kill. I don't play around. I'm not one of these weak ass men. I'm not one of these men that get rolled over or that you go shake your ass in front of and they'll buy, they'll throw all the money out their pocket. That's not me. I'm not tempted by any.
Oh, and just for the record, not everybody knows what Wing Chun are except for me and you.
That's right. Well, if they want to know, they can come try me. They can come try me. They'll find out.
Or if they watch the movie Ip Man, IP Man, then they know about it.
But I'm done. I just wanted to get that message out. Gentlemen, it's time that you get back to yourself. It's time that you find the strength to pull back. I don't give a damn how much the kids cry. I don't give a fuck how much that bitch whine. Let her run to the court. Let her fucking run. God said, let us make man in our image. Remember, you are the prize. Remember, the seed of life is inside of your body. It's not inside of hers. You are the gift. You are the gift. I don't give a damn what they say. It's time that you start looking inward now. I've seen a lot of men on here, and this is not trying to belittle you, gentlemen, but some of you look pathetic. I've been through hell, but guess what? I'm not going to let that keep me down. Fuck these bitches. Fuck the courts. Fuck these women. And if the kids don't like it, oh well. It's time now to rebuild masculinity. It's time to rebuild fathers. We deserve it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would on here to hear the entire conversation that Wayne Clark just said, I want everyone in the comments below give him a round of applause, because what he said truly was one of the most realest people that was on here speaking on here. And I want to thank you for taking your time out and bringing the fire to Fathers Are Important, because you brought a whole lot of fire right now, and You are more than welcome to come back to the show at any time you want. Just
Thank
give
you.
me a DM. You have my phone number. We spoke on the phone. Text me, give me a phone call, and we'll talk more. From New York to New Jersey,